Saturday night fun festivities. See if we can focus in. There we go. We got Ryder in the picture. Looking good. Hope everyone's having a good evening. It has been a day. If someone's watching this on the YouTube later on, or later on the stream, this day has been problematic with whatnot, but it's okay. It's running right now, and everything's good. Earlier I had a like an art train or raid, and it was so problematic. It was nuts, but everything is good. Everything is fixed. This thing that records, that had been our problem, but it's fine. We've got it figured out. Everything's honky-dory. So we're just going to continue on. So just
problematic.
Setting up our little Facebook stream on my phone so I can watch in case anyone comes up on there. But yeah, so cool. So definitely, this is definitely a show I don't have really much set up. The reason why I don't is because it has been such a tough week. I do have a card set that I've been struggling with, but has ran a lot better than the previous one. And I'm just trying to get back in the groove of really utilizing every single moment that I have to kind of work on cards and stuff of that nature. So I don't have a whole lot of stuff going on, but what I do have going on, secret projects, hopefully eventually will also bleed into whatnot. That would be great. I have, once I get the time and the ability to sit and get some of this stuff worked out, more whatnot stuff's going to be specifically for whatnot. Very similar to probably packaging when I send stuff out to people. I definitely want to make things specific. So, but right now, man, I've got nothing. I am barely holding on to just being active because I'm so tired. Anyway, the things. So I talk about this on every video. These things are on YouTube, and unfortunately, like the YouTube people, if anyone's seen them, they don't get to see the stuff that's in the shop. So right now, what I'm going to do is go through and pull some of these things out from the shop, so these people can see what other things. Hey, Red Bumper Taxi, thanks for joining. Thanks D Shoe for joining as well. Just trying to get some of this stuff set up. But let's go through a couple of them. Now, like tonight, once I get more than just one person in here, which is probably me, I will be doing some auctions. And the auctions are very specific. There's only 5 available. These are cards I really enjoy. These are cards I've had for a while, but I really want to try to do a little auctioning while streaming. But let's show you guys what we've got. So 1, 2, okay, 3, then 4, one more, right? 5. Oh, yeah, where's he at? Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so with whatnot, during this thing, of course, we're going to be coloring, Ryder, getting something really cool. Maybe we're going to start doing a sketch from scratch. I have no clue. But okay, and so here's that. So definitely one of the things is today with the setup. Earlier on today, we had a couple of auctions. Did not go as well as I had planned, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. But we're going to go over a couple of them. So here is Dracula. Dracula is definitely just starting price $10. You know, I really like these cards. It's starting these $10 instead of selling them to the 25. You know, you could get it a little bit cheaper, but in all honesty, I can't go lower than 10. It's kind of crazy, man. Spending time, money, patience, doing all the stuff to make these great cards. Anything lower than 10, man, I mean, it really is. 10's even cheap enough that there's no money being made out of that. But that's okay. Sir Hiss, man, one of my, one of the greatest Disney cartoons, Robin Hood, he's so fun to watch. But that movie, perfection. So, Sir Hiss is also, I think, did he start off at 10? He did. He started off at 10. And then we'll go with the other 10, which is Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Look at that. Perfection. Just beautiful Space Ghost, So when there's more people on here, maybe I'll run an auction. I'll say, hey, if someone sees something in the auction, you want me to run it? I'll run it. But yeah, there's that. Now, 2 cards. Starting off at 20 for the auction. And it's only because, maybe it's because I'm biased. Maybe it's because I love them too much. But check it out. Scooby-Doo Android. This is one of my favorites. I love looking at it. And it's sad every time I put it back in the binder to sell at shows because I really do like it a lot. But if someone else loves it as much as I do, let them buy it. Auction 20. And then I think I might have to take him out. Mr. Meeseeks. Look at Mr. Meeseeks. So glitterific. Hand-drawn, hand-colored with this coating on it. The coating is on, like it is on. So he stays this way. Super cool, man. He's Mr. Meeseeks. Look at him. Sparkling in the sun. So all these cards come, with autograph, everything. So there's that. The other stuff that we have, or stuff that you could straight buy. Hey, good afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for everybody. Hey. Just kind of going over a couple of stuff. Definitely check out the stuff in the auctions and the buy now. New stuff. I've switched out all the olds, except for the stickers. That is gorgeous. But I also I don't want to just throw that on everything. It would just be like, I don't know, putting sparkles on everything. But yeah, I love this coat. So if there's anything that's also in the buy now, give me a heads up and I will pull it out. The first thing that comes up is Bart Simpson. There he is. So I could always put it on screen, show you what it looks like, the back, So, but all these, yeah. And I'm just kind of also just showing these online right now also so that, because this goes to the YouTube channel. So YouTube channel can see what's in the buy now section. Good morning, guard. Hey, window shopping is also perfectly fine. I am always available to also just take stuff way later down. Hello, Chokes. Hello. Silk from Spider-Man series. Got us a Deathlock. All hand-drawn, hand-colored. And the colors always are pretty good. I'm glad I've got sort of a good way to figure out how to have the right coloring, how the right colors to shine through the video a little bit better. Wolverine, wonderful sketch card. King, one of my favorite guys from Tekken. I think I really like his designs more than playing him. I am garbage with him and Armor King, but man, do I love those guys. So, got Scud the Assassin, disposable assassin, funny 90s guy. And then we have this another one of my favorites. They Live Monster. I'm not sure if he's a monster or a space alien. I think he's an alien. Then we also have Jabba. Definitely one of my favorite cards as well. And this one's special because it has a special Star Wars Imperial Commissary. This group is amazing. I love these guys. Great group of artists to collectors of old Star Wars stuff. I think they just collect Star Wars in general, but I was able to get a couple of sketch cards, and Jabba's one of them, so he could get picked up. Unlike Jabba, though, this is Hunter from the Bad Batch. Pretty nice coloring and stuff, but he's got just my normal backer from last year. And then we've got Swamp Thing. And these are really just a small portion of what we have in my binder. So, and definitely what I do throughout the year. We've got Captain Cold. A wonderful, wonderful little character. But he's definitely from the old Justice League show, the Super Friends. And then Venom. Real fun, kind of rough sketch that I finally followed through and started doing more coloring and stuff and finished him up. Invader Zim school picture version, because I just think it's funny they never had a school picture day or something episode, or at least I don't remember. But is Britton me? Yes, I am Britton. Will Britton Jr. for sure. That is my name. Then we got Batman. Nice to meet you as well. Batman came from a sample card from the Collecting Cards Boom group, but definitely from 2022. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but this was a test sample of their card, and it turned out really well. Yeah, well, they're not on the sleeves. They're actually on the cards themselves. I made it to where I got my own personal cards made. The sleeves, that's going to be a whole other thing later on, because the sleeves are super. Those are also easy to get personalized. I'm just trying to figure out what would be really cool. I don't know if I'm going to get a foiled AP on the stamp on the front of them, or if I'm going to have something kind of like whatever Pokemon does. Trying to grab something real quick. While I'm looking for something, I'll throw Venom on there. Pokemon, if you buy their serious collector packs or whatever, they come with boxes that have, I think so, I don't know, but they come with these sleeves, and they're really cool. They're nice, but unique. And I've gotten a couple because I'll buy single Pokemon cards periodically just because I'm a Snorlax collector. But they have the cool little designs, right on the sleeve. So I'm looking at trying to figure that out for myself. But at the moment, I'm a little too busy to just do that because Dragon Shield's the company I'm looking at. But I mean, it's worthwhile. I mean, that kind of goes, you put that price into your stuff, and I just think it'd be the next level for selling stuff and personalizing. But yeah, they are super good. I had a buddy that bought some. Man, they were really, really good. So that kind of pushed me at doing that. Yeah, that's another thing. With these sleeves, it just whatever comes by. But man, these penny sleeves, dude, they're just so cheap, and they're fine. It's as long as they slide into the top loaders with no issues, I don't care. Top loaders are definitely the best way to kind of deal with them. Once again, it's another personalization touch to put with these, but I don't know. So yeah, that's the thing with the sleeves. It's even if the sleeves are part of that, it's part of that whole piece. But and then we've got Michelangelo, wonderful little guy. super good colors. This is definitely one of my recent favorites. You can tell it's a more recent card with the 2024. And then Blob and Carnage. And that was a fun card to do. It was for a commission that didn't follow through only because of a bad circumstance, nothing terrible. Oh yeah, the voice actor of unfortunately, and that sucks. None of us want to hear that, but it sounds like there's voice actors passing away left and right. It feels like right now, and that sucks. So once again, we get so connected to these characters and stuff, and the people that help bring these characters to life. We were just so I don't know, involved, invested. This Venom, I loved it because it was just such a quick sketch, and then like going in with the inks and making them more detailed. It's fun. I love the Drooly Venom. So yeah, those are those cards. And we've got the writer that we're going to be working on. So, but definitely, if anyone pops in and wants to see these things, I'll absolutely pull them off to the side. And if you have questions, if I have anything else, I mean, I could always look through the binder and see if we've got other things hidden. Because I've got close to 300 sketch cards done. Matter of fact, I guess what? Sometimes. Yeah, for the first 2 years that I was doing these, I was very obsessive. And I had a really good, what would you want to say? A good setup of being consistent, doing one card a day or a night. Sketch cards are so I like how these are easy to deal with. They're easy to transport. I have a small transport box that moves my pins, my markers, and my cards. And so it's easy to just pick it up and move and do it anywhere. Oh yeah. The ACO, yes, absolutely. And definitely like with like the raids and stuff that they do, people are crazy underselling their stuff, which is wonderful though. It's nice because it lets people who have to be careful with their money and they want to buy things that they like and they really want to get pieces for. So I really, really like it. A couple more cards just because. Boba Fett, and this one's definitely an older one, but I still love it. All of these, everything in my store and everything I've shown is all mine. Every single one. I wonder if there's things that are not like fan made. 1 second. I want to put the clown there. Where'd you go? There you go. So things that I've done that was like my own original stuff is things that were part of a challenge. It's so easy to kind of do things that are pop culture based or something because we have references and stuff like that. But sometimes doing our own stuff is kind of nice. And so one of the things would be like this guy here, which every time, this is Isla Gore, which ended up being reprinted into print. But this is the actual original piece. And you can see and this is like how long ago it was. But yeah, he was just like a fun, I was looking at Skylanders. Yeah, Skylander toys. I think they're so cool. But I was just like, it'd be cool if they could keep coming up with more fun things. And that was one of them. I've got this creepy bear. Cracks me up. And the bear was from a visit that I'd seen at a children's hospital. They had these bears. and they had these weird frilly things underneath, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. And I realized like it was almost like a hood on these stuffed bears, and my brain started going even more sick and twisted ways. So, um, some sort of werewolf with a shotgun. I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he definitely looks kind of scarecrowish for sure. Um, this creepy creature that's coming out of this guy's mouth. Um, we've got this fun little pig who is definitely going to get the bacon from other people. Um, and then I have a whole different weird set of these animals that it was fun. These were created from a series of challenges that I do with a buddy of mine. And with our challenges, it was what can we do with um, animals? And my buddy's like, well, we're going to do this where it's two different things. One is animals in like unnatural places. So once again, a pig in the city, and he's a butcher, right? But then we've got a chipmunk, carpenter chipmunk. Those guys are great at demolition. I don't think fixing. Um, we have this doe being a florist, and then my favorite. Oh, the glare was on the chipmunk. My fault. My fault. Oh, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he's not good at fixing this stuff, man. He doesn't want to. No, he wants to just destroy. Heck yeah, that's what they do, jerks. Anyway, I have chipmunks around my house all the time. And then we've got this beautiful hare that's selling at a newsstand. I love it so much. Um, and then after that, we did a series of animals with mustaches. So the flying cobra. Hate these things. Gosh, we have them in our neighborhood. They're awful, but it's okay. And then we have, yeah, Canadian geese, yeah, but hissing, feathered things. Flying cobras. I forgot who they have a weird name. Anyway, little Pigington with a mustache cracks me up. And then we have Sir Hiss with the nice little Gomez Adams mustache. He's, I love his eye. I thought I did a great detail on his eye, and then the last one, I apologize if it is just gross, but it's a naked mole rat with his mustache. Just, what else can you do? So, yeah. And then one last one, it was kind of just something we created, which was like stuff either dealing with songs or something, but it was Stinkfoot from Frank Zappa. And so it's a sock creature that is old and gross, full of cobwebs and smokes. So these are kind of like the original art stuff. I don't think I have anything else that I could find offhand real quick. But yeah. Yeah. But pretty much everything. Oh, so I don't have sketch cards of these, but the things that I did originally draw as well for stickers. I have 3 stickers that you could buy now. This is Jinx the witch. She is based off of my friend's cat, which there will be more stuff coming out about this character as well as the other 2. Scout the dumpling. As you look, she's been pinched all the way around the bottom. And Scout genuinely is this potato-shaped weird thing who just stares at you for no reason. She's such a lovely cat, but man, she's weird. And then our favorite boy, Boo. So these are great vinyl stickers. I love them. But yeah, he's Boo really does have a mustache like that. So he's hilarious. So yeah, so those are more of the original designs. Um, yes, the stickers I did because it they come out a lot cleaner than what I do with my hand, like by hand. But it definitely started off with doing probably 20 quick sketches and seeing what specific things I like. Um, makes things a lot easier. So, but a couple of other, let's put her over here. A couple of other pieces that I really do like. Um, got milk and cheese. These are the ones I usually put out during the festivals and stuff that I do around town. That's why they're already in top loaders. But we've got Hobgoblin, and this was also the Hobgoblin was a kind of a redo of a upper deck Marvel card I did that didn't get accepted, but I really loved this design. I wanted to do my own since no one can see that design. So I just kind of did my version of my own work. Freakazoid, love this cartoon from the 90s, one of my favorites. Boglins, Boglins, super cool 80s toy. Had one, loved it. I loved it until it was destroyed. Still one of my favorite things that's ever been created. Oh, Freakazoid, just one of the best cartoons and underrated. Like it was so funny. I can't get enough of it. Joker, Joker card. I should definitely make some more because this is definitely an older one. I maybe maybe I'm 40 something or other, so definitely a little in the middle age. And then wonderful. It's not Robin Hood. It's Green Arrow from Justice League. So yeah, I'm just about 10 years older, but yeah, 79 really. So 75. Um, it in a way like for me, born in the perfect time, but not like I'm such a punk rock type guy that I missed the best part, like in the 80s. But thank God, because I would have been even more angsty and very more angry. But the 90s didn't do me any favors either. But yeah, growing up in the 90s as a teen and stuff was just fantastic. That was my favorite time. So blame the Jinkos. Dude, no kidding, man. Those I think I held on to mine until it was 2005. And I finally was just like, man, no one really. That's so much genes that one person can't continue to carry them. Yeah, Jinkos, man. And then I saw people bringing them back, and I was like, hey, word, let, let the kids have them. Those things are just, I. Oh, yeah, in Florida it does. It's moisture, it's everything. Those things are great up here in the Midwest. Um, yo, what those things if they got up to even the bottom of your calf, that was a good extra like 15 pounds that you're walking with. That sucked. So yeah. You don't want to be lugging those just things around. Ugh. But we felt cool and it was all right. So yeah, definitely 90 icon stuff, 90 things. Such a favorite time. So No, Midwest. No, not like that. I'm up here in Indiana, not Texas. No. Texas is, that's south. That is southern, sir. But Texas is so big, also, man. I don't. But no. Indiana, Midwest. We have snow. I guess Texas gets snow too on upper areas. But yeah. All right. Um. Oh. Yeah, Georgia. I looked at Georgia because Savannah School of Art and Design um, looked very promising to me. Um, I thought it was going to be awesome, and I kind of took a pass on it, which was unfortunate for me. But I loved going down Georgia. I loved seeing some of the areas, and one of my roommates from college was from Georgia. He was from Atlanta, and he was pretty awesome. Still pretty awesome guy. But yeah, Georgia, interesting flat area that I remember. Not, of course, not everything's flat there, but man, humidity and moisture. But I will say it every time. I hate Atlanta. Atlanta is the most, of all the places I've been to, most despised. Um, I can't drive. I can't drive through Atlanta without feeling like my life's in danger. Just driving. It's not. I go to make fights. No, it could be like 4 in the morning, and someone will still try to cut you off, even though it's like an empty highway. Awful, but it's all right. Um, BJ Spy. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for jumping in. Or, you know, yeah, yeah. Coming back from yeah, Atlanta is like that. It's insane. They're coming back from a funeral from Florida, heading all the way back up here, up north. Um, we were just driving through. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and someone came screaming down um, a ramp and like narrowly missed me. It was like, dude, there's no one else out here. Like that was the craziest. And my my poor aunt was just like, yeah, we're just dumbfounded. She's from Indianapolis. They deal with that stuff all the time, but she was even like, she cocked her head and she's like, all right, well. So if I could pass Atlanta, that's why I fly. Oh man. So, but no, not all of Georgia's that way. It's just, you know. So we're going to work on Miss Ryder here. If you guys don't know who she is, um, oh my gosh, no, thank you. 14 hours. What? That is either the worst layover that I've seen, or I hope you didn't have to do like a ton of like switching planes, because that's crazy. I've never had to wait like that. That's just nutty. Yeah, from here to Miami, it wasn't that bad. I don't remember what it was. Oh, that I believe, yes. To grab your stuff, yeah. That sometimes can be enough. Um, so yeah, the writer, she is part of a series that just finished up by Scotty Young. Um, Definitely a little bit of a revenge book, but very interesting. I liked it. Just finished up. I enjoy it. You know, nothing too spectacularly like strange about the story, but it definitely has its own flair and stuff, and the art is beautiful. It's not done by Scotty Young, just written. So Georgia Airport is one of the worst, next to New Jersey. Um, so she is a bit of a God bless Annie Oakley for sure. Um, I can't think. I don't want to give away too much, but she definitely is kind of on this journey to kind of right some wrongs, or what she feels like is righting some wrongs. So, yeah, just such a good story. As much as his artwork is really cool, Scotty Young, the fun little guys and stuff. His writing is just as interesting. Yeah, do that. And it's a short series. I think it's 5 books. But I know they're coming out with a collective volume relatively soon, so should be great. Great pickup. I wonder if the bonus sketches and stuff like that will be in it. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do powder. We'll get that out. All right, need one more gray. I am using the I Am Super Poor Artist Loft, which is they're starting to become a little more, pricier, because they know that these are just as good. I feel like than Prismacolors. But yeah, I really like them. They work exactly the same. I have really a good time with them. And I know, like, once things start looking a certain way, I know exactly it's time to get new markers. So, okay, but yeah, they do the trick. Now I've seen people also, like, you could get a really big set from Amazon and stuff like that, and it's not Artist Loft. So I get really nervous because I don't want to try another set of art, like alcohol markers, and then them not really pan out. But so I'll kind of take the little financial hit, I guess, because it's kind of nutty. You could buy these bulk ones from Amazon that are like $30 for almost 60 of these things, but $60 at Michael's, nowhere near. Get 20. I don't know. Prismacolor, you get 2. Um, oh, yeah, that does happen. Well, pen, yeah, from Blick, yeah. Mm-mm. I try to stay away from Blick, man. I mean, it's Once again, they have great stuff, but they know they have great stuff. Even if it's kind of like being in New York and getting spray paint. I mean, Krylon's right there. You could get it, just a great paint, and it's arm and a leg for 2 colors. So yeah. Uh, but I mean, some of the products worth it. Krylon, um, they have specific colors, man. I get it. You can't get any other colors like it, so it's well worth it. I guess that's kind of also the same, and if it's available, man. I have had some of the worst luck trying to get certain colors at times, so I have to kind of bite the bullet, go down to the art store in our college because they have all of the Prismacolor stuff, and they usually will have the colors I'll need. Um, but it is what it is. These, oh yeah, alcohol inks, yeah. Like, yeah. I wish we had refillable marker things like what. Shoot, I just said their name. Yeah, I just we had refillable cartridges, man. We don't even have that. My local store doesn't have that stuff. Well, with our so here in Muncie we have Ball State. Ball State's kind of known for all sorts of goofy things, but we have a really good design program here. So we have to have a really good art store to kind of make sure that the students get exactly what they really need for their programming and stuff. Um, and we have a decent art program. It's just not. They don't always need the stuff like I need. So, but also our place is done really well. It's managed by a wonderful family. They're the ones that personally own it, so it's super cool. Um, and they're really nicely connected to the art groups here in Muncie. So, kind of cool. So yeah, but I mean, if I could just buy it, yeah. Like I can't get the specific colors. That's the problem. But yeah, you could just pop these off and then pour it in, refill them that way. But none of the stores have the refillable stuff, so it kind of sucks. I could just go online and order it, just be done with it. But nah. Then what am I going to complain about? Nothing. So, oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. No, mine. I run through those colors so much, man. Um, wish I had. I just finished one of my challenges this week. Um, oh, one second, one second. Okay. Oh, I'm not doing Inktober. No, my day job has been kicking my butt so much that I haven't been doing as much new content. So even trying to keep up with Inktober, no way. So this guy was our recent week, but I could tell when I tried to. I mean, I would love to, but man, my day job takes easily 11 hours of my day, so kind of sucks. So what I notice, like my stuff will not cover as well and get splotchy. So that's definitely me running through that color and not the alcohol itself. But yeah, Inktober is super cool. I love it when people do it, but it is so hard to keep up with it and then be consistent. If this was my job, I don't think I'd have any problems. That would be super simple. But yeah, and I mean, especially if I could do something of Inktober wise, and then have it contribute to like my store or something, that would be great. But no. What was I going to say about that? Oh, and there's like templates you could just print out card templates and make it easier on yourself, and then like even just have the date next to it or something. It makes things a lot easier. That is not. There we go. But every week I do challenges, and they are posted on Instagram every week. So that's kind of where that focus comes from. But definitely Inktober was a huge push for us doing that, where we were focusing like each month a specific thing. Yes, Instagram should be BrittonJr.will. And that's the same for Instagram and I do believe Facebook. Oh, shoot, let me. Oh, 2 L's, not one. Oof. But trying to think. I got sidetracked for a hot second. But yeah, our challenges are on there, and it's loosely based off the ideas of Inktober. Like each month is based off something. This is Cattember, so it's just nothing but a whole month of us doing cat stuff and cat characters. So I guess this coming up week is I can't remember what cat now. But this week we did the Cheshire Cat, and then the previous week we did Hobbes from Calvin and Hobbes. Once again, another school photo. So I should do a couple more like find like kid characters. Like maybe Snoopy would have one of these too. Kind of 80s like things. My buddy, his name is Michael Boyd, but his Instagram is Those Defeated. I have definitely asked him before, like, hey, why is it Those Defeated? He doesn't know. Who's that? Nice. I forgot to do this week's Instagram thing, but earlier today, trying to do our video, I'm trying to do an earlier video my setup wasn't working, so that's kind of thrown my day off. But we're back and running. So. So. To a little this. I do get my blanks. I go through a company in Arizona, and I cannot remember the name for the life of me. They're really nice. If they have problems, they usually reach out to you. Um, as long as you do your, what is it? As long as it's CMYK, the colors come out really good for the backs. But yeah, and I usually do mine through Photoshop. I'm most comfortable with it. Not always the best, but mine have always turned out fairly well. I'm just more comfortable with them. The But yeah, and that's okay. Like definitely, Pokemon cards are perfect if you just gesso them. Absolutely. Um, I also have a whole set of blank playing cards. They're just blank, and they were from Amazon that someone bought for me. I thought that was really nice, but definitely intriguing. But these, I 100 of these. It wasn't like maybe $30. So your own as long as you do your own personal design, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. And 100 blanks, man, that goes a long way. Oh, yeah. So definitely sign in the back of anything with gloss like that. It smudges. It doesn't stick very well. It's tough. With these, even with this, it's not that bad. Like it dries really fast and doesn't smudge. So this was signed last night, this morning, two in the morning. Um, it's fine. Takes really well. Um, and then you could also, because this is just really just cardstock, but I don't know what cardstock they use for theirs specifically, but it's really good. And even the ink doesn't mix with the pen. So there it is. It's up here. So let me grab one real quick. So definitely like with this one. So and then see, already dry. So pretty cool. Good stuff. Yeah, Bristol board. I'm so terrible at cutting it though. I can't get consistent cuts. Um, but I love Bristol smooth board. It is 100% the best stuff ever. It does great stuff. So, um, and I also like doing like postcard size stuff with Bristol board as well. Sometimes just kind of getting the more digital designs done that way. All these ones on the top can come down. Ooh. I enjoy digital art. I love digital art. I think being flexible with both. Now I'm not. I wish I was more fluent with digital, as in like Illustrator. Um, but I have a hard time concentrating after a while, so it's just difficult to grasp it. I'm surprised I was able to pick up Photoshop, really, but I enjoy Photoshop a lot more now than when I was trying to do it when I was, in high school. Man, high school we were trying to do it with just the mouse. Tablets now, man, make it so much better. And um, I was trying to use a tablet where you couldn't even see what you were drawing on. So it was once again old school tablet where you would draw here, but then having to look at the screen to see your lines. Ugh. So I even still have my digital pad, and I passed it on to my kiddo because he wants to kind of do digital work. Um, I said if he could figure that out and really work with that, he was going to be fine. So, guess what? He hasn't plugged in, and he's not fine. He'll get there though. But yeah, I love digital work though. Um, my buddy, he's got the graphic designer degree, and man, everything was purely like you had to do everything with a pen in your hand and with rulers and with stencils and stuff. And it was he he had to learn the very old school methods of how to do advertising the old way, and it almost did him in in so many ways. Um, and then he just kind of laughs about how like kids have it so much easier right now with digital stuff. So, oh, UV wrapping, nice, nice, nice. 3D printing and modeling, I would love to start getting into that. I do have a 3D printer here, um, and I'm so nervous about it that I just don't mess with it right now. I also just don't have time, but I definitely want to get to the point where I can make that time. Um, we've got classes here around town that we can do 3D printing. So I'm kind of also looking at that and going, that would be the next step because it's, independent classes. I don't have to go through university and pay a ton of money. It's pretty nice. Um, with the 3D printing that I have a resin maker, or a resin printer. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure like how I could recycle that or reuse it, but I know I could with the resin. I can do all sorts of goofy stuff with it. So I not a not a newbie to like kit bashing in a sense, but yeah, the definitely the filament stuff, man, is super cool. That stuff is you can manipulate it with heat and stuff. I like it, but definitely we have a pretty good market here of people doing it already. So I just don't want to take it from them because man, they're good at it. There's their pieces have been really nice. So um, let's all right. Let's start this. Do a little bit of brown, but yeah, I've seen people do that, man, and it's because I've never used that program, so I'm all nervous about it. Um, but it looks really cool. It looks relatively simple to do. Um, I think I'm just going to have to be able to get a 3D modeling program so I can work. I do have a project coming up that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I think if it was 3D printed, it would make my life 40 times easier than making a demo piece out of wood. But that's okay. I'm going to be able to do that way too. Working with wood's not really that problematic. It's just being patient, really, and not rushing. I'm not a fan of having to measure, 3 or 4 times, but I have to measure 3 or 4 times to make things work. I'm not very math savvy, so. Oh, the hotkeys, absolutely. Should put her there. All right. Man, I definitely the two. So, and the crazy thing is, I've got three. I have three secret projects. One is a sketch card, and then the other two I can't say because I'm contracted, not able to. I'm looking forward to them. They're looking forward to me diving into them because they. I'm just super excited. I like doing fun new things, and I think once these things are done and completed and we can start showing people, I think other people will get excited. Um, the one thing we're looking at is something to be released in April next year. Um, and that's so, yes, maybe one. So, one of the secret projects is going to be probably ran on my show. But we're looking at next year for sure. And hopefully I can possibly make a Whatnot exclusive, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, the other stuff, because I'm not as connected to the controlling properties, one of them is with a group called Artist Assemble. Let me look at the back of the card real quick. Artist Assemble, and it's a back to retro series of nothing but sketch cards. So I'm working with them. That I could say I'm doing. But I can't show what the cards look like. I can't show the backs of them either, at least not yet. But because the Kickstarter isn't completely up yet, but I know like the pre stuff is. Um, yeah, the other two, it's kind of just in the wind. One guy has hopes and aspirations that are way huge. I can't promise anything for him. And then the other individual, I don't know. That's another Kickstarter thing, and hopefully, as long as I follow through with my art part, um, hopefully the Kickstarter will go through. And then with that, I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to get like a Whatnot cover exclusive or something. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, thank you. I know with things for um, whatnot right now, at least for me, I definitely am looking at maybe next year making two different backs for my cards. Like I've shown, I've got this one for 2024 just in general. But I've been definitely getting more commissions on Whatnot, so I'm thinking of doing a Whatnot specific card. So you could say I got this from the Whatnot series of year 2025 because they'll say it on there. And I don't think I have to really get permission for that, but I'll have to, I'll have to double check. It'll be interesting. See what they say. So. I would think it's crazy that this platform, and I'll kind of agree. This platform is basically just Whatnot people buying from other Whatnot people. If we could get a bigger audience, that's more broad, that would be great. And I would hope they would be fine with it. I don't know if it would be like stepping on their toes because I would be using their name and specifically selling on Whatnot with their type. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I'll reach out to him. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do for sure. All right, give me one moment. I am going to grab some water real quick. All right. Let's see here. And we're back. All right. All right. So I think. No. Let's get these. So. All right. I'm getting confirmations from the earlier shows from the other participants. So, hence Brooks' laugh. So okay. So Fox, um, do you have anything up? Like, do you do Whatnot? Like, do you do like sell prints or anything on this platform, or just or just right now, just a viewer to see what the waters look like, anything like that? Oh, cool. Very cool. Nice. Okay. I always get nervous. I don't have a good printer. My printer is not good enough to make the backs of these yet, because I want my stuff to print out really like this. And around town we have, um, oh, interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. Um, I my background, original background, is printmaking. So that's what I graduated with, was an emphasis on printmaking. Love screen printing. I love um, making 3D, not 3D prints, sorry, um, woodcuts, linoleum cuts as well. Etchings. I loved making etchings. I thought they were very, very soothing. The process. I love the process. Japanese, man, I cannot. It's hard to fathom how people do Japanese woodcuts and do it traditionally. I know there's a guy that does it, and he does it with like Mario and stuff. They look gorgeous. Um, my buddy, on the other hand, same guy that's from Atlanta. My buddy, he did a whole series for his senior thesis of it was like screen prints to make them look like they were original Japanese woodcuts, but stuff that involved like him in samurai outfits and stuff, and they were just outright gorgeous. Like I wish I could buy one now, and I don't even know if he still has them. I should talk to him about it and see if he does, because I definitely would pay a pretty penny for them. But yeah, super complex, and very detailed. He was really good at getting that tight detail down. He didn't skimp on anything, and he's super good. Really good designer. Um, and I just love how he does his work. Even now, like he does digital designs for a t-shirt company. Um, that's understandable, man. And definitely making print. Gosh, like doing your own linoleum cuts and then having to do like very particular colors. Like you're like, I have red, yellow, black, and blue. If you have that, even. And then having to press them yourself is just, you would sit there and you're like, okay, what's going to look good with these color combinations? How am I going to get, yeah, man. Like registration, yes. So you almost have to, when you do your registration, right? It's having to create that system, man. And I miss that, and I don't miss it. So I get it. Oh gosh, do I miss, yeah. Get all nostalgia over here. The press makes everything easy. Now you could get presses like on your own, and I'm super impressed that the prices are not as bad as they used to be. Um, but yeah. Oh, the best. So a weird thing. I bought Slipknot's second album, Iowa, and when you open it up, it was like opening up a fresh printmaking piece. Like you just smelled nothing but like the alcohol, the cleanup stuff, the ink, everything. And I sat there and I was like, oh, I'm going to sniff this thing until I go nose blind, because the smell of the thinner and everything is just in that booklet alone. It's funny. So, embossing is sort of fun. I enjoyed embossing, but I loved making just screen prints. Screen prints were so fun. That was kind of what I always wanted to do. That would be fun. We never had anything like that. Everything that we did was very like old school style. They figured if we could learn old school style, we could move forward with the complexities of like computer design and stuff like that, make it easier. Oh, yeah, screen. I with my classes, I made sure I could do screen printing a lot more. The things that I felt like were a blur for me were was it limestone prints. Man, hated it. Absolutely hated it. Those no. These are stone. Like we had to print with stone. Um, and if you've never done it, you this is the stuff you have to use um, grit to smooth your surface and stuff, and you draw directly on the block itself. So, like um, unlike anything else, you can, unless you own. So, like litho, yes, like I've got a litho plate, super cool. But no, this is. I mean, it is. Oh, limestone printing. It is how they used to do it way back, and it's gosh, I cannot think of what it's. Is it litho? Maybe it is litho. It is. It's litho. Gosh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, if you don't have the stones or the grit to do it, or even the presses, forget about it. And I mean, that's how you build your upper strength in your arms. You will sit there and grind those stones until you are wiped. But you've got to make sure that you've got your image rubbed off. You got to make sure it's clean perfectly. Um, they have a great texture. Like you really want that like oil pen look or oil pencil look. It's awesome. But that's the one I hated the most. It was more of a blur than anything else. And I did etchings so much with with my etching plates, the aluminum plates. I did that for like 3 years at another school. So I was like, man, I don't want to do those again. But when we had when we had a pretty serious active screen printing room, so yeah, so with the etchings, I tried making like a comic book style etchings. I still have some of those prints, and it worked out. It looked good, but I didn't feel as happy with them, and I think I would try harder this time. I think at this age to make it a certain way, but they were super fun. But screen printing, it was. I found. Um, oh no, not with a toddler. God no. I am super, and it stinks because there's a point like some things you can do art wise. Printmaking is not with a toddler ever. Um, never. Art world's a dangerous place for children, small children. Um, but yeah, with screen printing, I found ways to get around so much stuff that I didn't need to do Ruby film. I didn't need to do weird photography methods to get my film and stuff like that. And I also didn't need to do printer prints because people could print out, like when they do shirts and stuff like that, they make the, yeah. So that, like, I didn't have to do that. I figured out ways to either make stencils and then spray paint it on clear sheets of Mylar and then just make out my color blocks that way. Or use a paint pen, just that black paint pen. And that alone blocks out all the light. And I could hand draw everything out that way and trace it. Oh, man, it was so cool. Now it's just kind of Yeah, but with all that process, it's super, super difficult to do if you don't have that stuff. Here, that's why I love these sketch cards. They're small. I don't have to worry about that stuff. Color manipulation's so much easier. Man, I enjoyed printmaking and printing. Gosh, I miss it. And instead, I went into a social work field. Yeah, it's all right. Maybe I can get back to it someday. Yeah, you could print, yeah, straight onto the Mylar things, which if you have that printer, that's awesome. It definitely works. Yeah, it's hard, and it's, especially if you have teachers that have been teaching it for the past 30 years, trying to get more modern is sometimes really difficult because they don't want to learn the new modern stuff, and that's fine. I'm not knocking anybody because I also get it too. I get that way. I definitely get that way. So, but yeah. So oddly enough, I think the writer is going to be the one drawing I'm doing tonight, which is fine. Because I was on earlier. And I will say, so I went to a school called the Art Academy of Cincinnati. Um, One of the oldest art schools, definitely in the Midwest. They, like, it was a school for people to learn, was it fabrics and clay and stuff like that, throwing pottery. And eventually it made into more modern stuff. And we definitely had a great, well-rounded teachers at the time I went. And they were very accepting. If you were motivated to learn how to do stuff on your own, they were more than accommodating to help promote you and push you and, try to help you learn. But that was the great thing about that school. They were definitely pushing for people to expand. Were they going to expand? I mean, some, yes, but, they already found their niche. They wanted you to find yours. But if you were like, I could do this digitally or something, they were like, that's fine. But you had to realize you were limited to how much they could help you. But, they also liked learning new things as well. So I thought that was cool. Um, yeah, ceramic teachers, like some ceramic teachers, if they learn their specific method, let them stay with it. Absolutely. Um, and that's funny. So with some professors, I had a professor do this whole speech with us. He was just a jerk. Hey, it is going. How's it going for you, man? Just chilling out, having a good old evening. Definitely better than earlier in the day, but that's all right. Evening has been really good. But we were talking to this. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I had a fun time with it. Um, I forgot, man. So I've been so busy. Let me put this down so I could. While I talk, I use my hands a lot. So I'm back here in the back. Use my hands. So, um, thank you so much. The Nebula was super fun. I'm glad you love it. I'm going to put the time lapse video up on my YouTube, and so it's on YouTube. It should be BrittonJr.will. But I forgot to do that. I was going to do that last week, or it was supposed to be right after I sent them out. I was going to put them up. I'm going to look right now. Hold on one sec. Let me look real quick. Because I want to say, no. Dang it. I did not. So I'm going to put those up. So, yeah, when I put that up, I will, you should go watch them. Awesome. It was great talking to you, Fox. Definitely stop back again, man. Definitely, I want to have to check out your stuff for sure. So, but definitely, thanks for hanging out with me. Um, but yeah, back to I will definitely get those time lapses up there because I know I just had to get those knocked out. But yeah, yours and the other one, I can't think of who the other one was. Um, but I definitely want to get those up on that YouTube so you guys could see them. So, but yeah, Nebula was fun. There was definitely like trying to look at what would be the best, and I think I used like a cross reference from a toy from one of the high end designer toys to also just a one of the Guardian cards from either the last movie or the Avengers. But yeah, super cool, man. Loved it. I loved making it. And every time I look at old Nebula like designs, I'm not as happy with them. I really like that Nebula design in that movie. So, but yeah, fun stuff, fun stuff. Oh, oh, it was the. Now I remember what the other card was. It was the Deathlock eating ice cream, and that was hilarious. I'm glad you like it, man. And, and are you so? Are do you stick to mostly Nebula, or are you just like certain characters? Because I can't remember from last time. Right on. Guardians, yeah, definitely. Guardians are just fun. It's a good group. I'm trying to think. Oh, here we go. I don't think I showed this last time because I've got my sketch cards with me, but this is the AP I did for this set. This was the Marvel Flair Maltra Marvel Flair 2019. So I did that a while back. Definitely one of the ones I enjoyed making. And then also have this Thanos. Yeah, I don't think I have any more Guardians or Guardian. Well, the only thing that's close to Guardian related, I guess, is this Kang. But there's the other one. So these were super fun to make. But, so do you like the movie design Yondu, or do you like Yondu with the mohawk that starts from the top and goes all the way back through his back with the sash? Because that's how old I am. I have the. Let's see here. I have a copy of. It's a reprint copy of the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's not Star Lord and them. It's all the guys that was like Sylvester Stallone, the Crystal Guy. It's all of them, and it is definitely also Yondu that has the cool fin. It's like more shark-like. But yeah, I like the movie versions that they've created. Um, I will say because at first I was kind of that's the just even the statement of hey we're going to do Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like that sounds like the worst idea ever. I've never been impressed with it, and I was not in comics to where I knew that the new Guardians group had done a lot better. But because I only knew about the other Guardians, so seeing that first movie just won me over. and it took me a minute to get okay with Michael Rourke's whatever version of Yondu. But I love how he acts. He's a great actor. He made Yondu himself, so super cool. But yeah, those guys, and then Ronan the Accuser, man, just an amazing first villain. Um, I didn't like Ego so much in the second, but I also really like. Oh, I can't think of his name right now, but um, yeah, Ronan the Accuser. I should do it. I'm surprised I haven't done the Accuser. Ronan is definitely one of my favorites. And Cosmo was adorable with the Collector too. I was glad because I think everybody was so disappointed in that second movie. We just saw like Taserface, which actually is a character. But yeah, Taserface was the oddest character out of all of them. Um, but yeah, Cosmo, just a wonderful addition. Um, and I'm glad they actually brought Cosmo in as an actual character, not just another thing like Howard the Duck. You know, it's cool they had Howard for short moments, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool if they could really do a good Howard the Duck movie or even a TV series. But yeah, Taserface, gosh, Taserface was something else. But anyway, but I am winding down. So thank you for popping in. Definitely thanks everybody for what coming through and just chatting. But good seeing you. Hopefully, I can see you again in the future. We will schedule out probably 2 weeks. But awesome. Everybody, have a good one. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.